Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on another Thursday night, November the 21st, 2019. And I thought I was just singing that. We're back live at Hamilton Radio, Ironhorse Film Studio. Sal Angioletti with...
Dan Schweck.
Matt Sirianni.
Carl McGlasky.
Well, that's a home run right there. What a starting lineup. How are you batting fourth?
It's the A lineup tonight.
It's the A lineup. A and whatever. All right. We've got a lot to talk about. So welcome back, Dan from Miracle League.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me again tonight.
And the door is always open. Like I said. All right, boys. You ready? This is
Ready.
We want the callers to be ready at 609-807-2492. We're going to jump in because at work yesterday when I saw this, my eyes lit up and I had to call the schmoozer on FAN last night. And I says...
Steve Summers here and you there.
And the other guy's on the other side of the glass. Okay, let's jump right in. Jacoby Ellsbury, so long.
Bye-bye.
And I guess bird is not the word anymore in New York. I was actually gonna sing the Steve Summers last night and go, bye bye, birdie, bye bye. And I didn't do it, but
So Ellsbury's gone, Bird is gone, and also Nestor Cortez Jr. is also gone.
okay.
I don't even know who that guy is.
I didn't know who he was either, but let's jump in. We'll start with you, being you're a Yankee fan and all.
Yep.
Bird was supposed to be the next Donnie Baseball. Injuries, and we spoke about him.
We did.
And I said, maybe look, make the guy in a package trade. Maybe him and Andujar would have gone somewhere else.
Yeah.
If he was 100% healthy. They're going to free up that money. Is Garrett Cole a quality starter in the works now?
Well, honestly, like the Yankees cleared up. You got to remember they cleared up $26 million with Ellsbury too. So they got the $26 million back from the Ellsbury contract. They got rid of Bird. They got rid of Cortez. So that frees up a lot of space. And the Yankees have said that they need a top quality pitcher. And Garrett Cole has actually wanted to pitch in the Bronx for a long time. It's been going on since I think the ALCS of this year that Cole was going to come to New York. And honestly, I feel like this kind of extends the possibility that we might get a starting pitcher of his caliber.
But
the Philly fan has spoken.
you had a chance to get him 2 other times, and he passed on him.
Well, third time's a charm.
Yes.
Maybe he is mad about it and wants to do what Patrick Corbin did. Thanks, but no thanks. I want to go where I'm wanted.
About that. And Dan, what do you think about that? What do we got here?
Why didn't this happen 3 years ago?
Oh, wait a minute.
We're
getting ganged up on it.
This was overdue. This was
Long
really
overdue.
overdue.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
The point we were talking earlier, Sal, the thing I said to you was you're looking at how the rules are changing in Major League Baseball, and they have these stiffer rules they're putting together for this injured list.
Yeah.
And you can't fake injuries anymore.
No.
What the Yankees were able to do with CeCe the last 2 years and say, he needs this, and we're going to. They were just giving him his extra rest. They were skipping his spot in the rotation, and they were able to get away with that. They're not going to be able to get away with those types of things now. So
basically, they were doing basketball terms, load management.
Oh yeah, it was load management baseball style with the rules as they were following with that was it the 15-day IL?
Yeah, it was the 15-day, 10-day DI.
Yeah, right. So you can't hide Ellsbury anymore, is what it is. You can't. I mean, you can't fake injuries.
He hasn't
with him
played. He hasn't played since 2017. It's been way too long, and the Yankees are not going to pay a guy that's not going to start at all. I don't even remember the last time Jacoby Ellsbury actually got up to bat, let alone play.
When he played for the Red Sox. Oh,
Well, you know what's funny? I'm going to miss those home run curls by Sterling. I'm not going to hear the Birdman of New York and bye bye Birdie and all that other stuff.
yeah, bye Birdie out of the train. See ya.
What happened with Bird now? Like I said, he was supposed to be the next Don Mattingly. He had a sweet swing.
He had a really good swing.
And unfortunately, injuries happen, and it's a shame. It really is.
It really is a shame. What you see is that baseball's tough.
Yeah.
Or
It
as
really is.
As John Sterling would say, that's baseball, Susan. Right? You hear that?
Well, Susan. All right. Next up, I saw this on At Bat today going through my iPad. There's a lot of trade rumors going around. And we're gonna bring up the first one. Red Sox trade Mookie Betts to L.A. for Jock Peterson, Dustin May, and Kerbert Ruiz.
Whoa.
That's one. Second rumor: Cubs trade Chris Bryant to the Braves for Max Fried,
Max
whatever.
Friedman.
Bryce Wilson, William Contreras. And you ready, Yankee fans, for this one?
Go ahead.
The Reds, Luis Castillo to the Yankees for Devi Garcia, Clint Frazier, and J.A. Happ.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, that doesn't do it for me. That does not do it for me.
Those are just rumors.
They're just rumors, but rumor.
Just the facts. Just the facts.
I buy the first one actually because the Red Sox are on the verge of deconstructing right now. Everything has just gone sour for them. Last season was not the way they wanted to follow up as World Series champions. And honestly, with the way things have gone right now, they fired their manager. So you would honestly expect like they're going to deconstruct for probably draft picks. So and there has been a lot of rumors about Mookie Betts leaving Boston, and honestly, that seems like a legitimate possibility. But like 3 or 4 players,
Who fired the manager?
the Red Sox fired. Actually, no, they didn't fire their manager.
No, they
Excuse me.
They changed the GM.
They changed the
They
GM.
fired their
That's what he
GM.
probably meant, yeah.
They fired their GM.
So, like I said, it's weird how baseball is, and the Yankees were the last team to repeat. But Boston, I can't believe how they just fell apart, and Chris Sale had a season like that, and Price is on the decline. I think he's good, and then he's bad, and then all of a sudden he's just bad.
Mm-hmm.
So their rotation, they don't have any relief pitching.
No relief pitching. The starting has just been on a big decline. It's just like, what do you do? And actually, Alex Rodriguez once said this on a Sunday night game. Sometimes you're not as bad as you say you are, but also you're not as good as you say you are. This was on a Sunday night game, I think in July when they were facing the Yankees in the Bronx. And honestly, I think Alex just hit the nail right on the head and must have cursed the Red Sox because they were they fell apart really, really quick.
That was a surprise because I thought they would win the division again. I had the Yankees going in as a wild card.
Yeah. Like everyone thought Boston was going to be a threat to repeat or even contend for the playoffs, maybe even get 100 wins, but like
I think what you saw was 2 years ago a team that had every break go their way with the Red Sox. Every break,
like
literally
the Yankees
every.
did this year, but unfortunately we didn't beat the Astros again.
Right. But what you saw was the exact opposite this year for the Red Sox. Everything that could go wrong pretty much did.
it did.
And when you win the World Series and then you have to reward some of those guys, you're giving a contract to Nathan Eovaldi. You know, the contract they gave Eovaldi, and what was he able to do this year to back it up? I mean, he regressed back to the mean.
The guy he was
Nathan
with the
Eovaldi.
Yankees, and the ball was just going anywhere.
It just comes back to it. I mean, it's tough to win year after year after year, especially now that you have the revenue sharing and everything.
Yeah.
I've got some news if you guys want to hear it also.
Go right
that I
ahead.
found out.
Go ahead.
The prize hired GM, it's Ben Charrington. He's the new GM for Pittsburgh, so I think in the running for that job might be ex-Red Sox pitching coach and manager John Farrell.
Oh, going to the Pirates as a manager. There
Yes,
you go.
yes.
And I heard they might be getting rid of the Starling Marte might be on a trade.
On trade?
And I heard the Mets are starting to swoop in, and big names have been popping up on their radar. So that's one of them.
Yeah, also in my notes, all you NBA fans who remember the Magic GM and Sixers GM back in the day, Pat Williams, said that he wants Major League Baseball to put a team in Orlando.
That's interesting.
That's really interesting.
Haven't they figured out that Major League Baseball teams don't work in the state of Florida?
I could see maybe Orlando.
Orlando's a better market than Miami
Probably.
and
No,
Tampa
maybe.
Bay.
Well, Tampa Bay
Tampa Bay
might be going to Montreal to become the Expos again. So
that has been rumored. A lot of people want the Montreal Expos back. In Tampa, no one really cares. I think we discussed this on the show back in October.
Mm-hmm.
So if this happens and they bring the Rays back and they move them to Montreal, and then you bring an Orlando baseball team in, you would have to bring in one more because that would make 32.
that's right. They even out. Like I said, I want to choke somebody with the schedule.
Can you imagine?
I saw the schedule again for 2020. I almost threw my phone right out the window. Baltimore and these guys. No, please.
Can you imagine though the idea of potentially having 2 Canadian teams and they would both be in the American League East?
Oh my God.
They would have to switch that. Because I didn't see the logic in switching the Astros and the
Yeah.
Brewers.
Put the Expos back in the East.
Oh,
NL East.
speaking of the Brewers,
The Brew Crew.
their catcher went over to the White Sox.
Yes.
4-year deal.
Yes,
4
Monty
years,
Grandel.
4 years, 73 mil.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt them. That's really going to hurt.
And I heard-
He is a heck of a player.
And I heard Zach Wheeler might be headed that way too.
What?
Really?
Milwaukee?
No, to the White Sox.
White Sox.
His,
Oh,
his
okay.
name's they say they have enough money to they freed up some money to get a team.
Hello.
I think we got a caller.
Do we got to call it?
Could be Daniel.
Of course, who else would it be?
Well,
You know who this is.
I'm gonna start charging you. You know that?
Oh, please! If it wasn't for, if I bring in half your readings, you kidding?
how you doing, Daniel?
What's up, fellas?
What's going on, brother?
We're
Hey,
good.
at least NXT.
What's up, guys?
At least NXT won the ratings last night.
Oh, that was a good show last night.
Nah,
That
it was an awesome
that,
show.
That was real good last night.
It might have been the best show wrestling's put on in 2 years.
Yeah, I would agree 100%.
For the heck of it, I'll watch Survivor Series only if Taker comes back. But,
Yeah, but
so what do you think? What's going on at what we were just talking about? With
I heard you
Ellsbury,
guys
Bird?
mention Luis Castillo from the Reds,
Yes.
and I think that's a deal the Yankees would do. You give up J.A. Happ, who cares? You give up Clint Frazier, who cares? And the prospect is, who knows?
That's true. Look what they did. They got rid of Sheffield over to the Mariners, and that didn't pan out.
No,
They knew it was that was a bust. Like half
I
the
think
guys they got.
Castillo's more of a proven, but you never know with these National League guys coming over to the American League.
Right. Well, they
Maybe they get Sonny Gray back.
maybe they
Oh
do.
my
Oh,
God.
Sonny Gray.
Gray
Sonny
sides
Gray.
are gonna clear up. Oh my God.
So, another thing that kind of came up on the Michael Kay show, and I want to go over this. So, the owners' meetings happened this past Tuesday,
Right.
and the commissioner of MLB, Rob Manfred, addressed the Houston Astros
Oh boy.
Houston Astros sign stealing allegations. And one quote, and this is from an article from the New York Times. Ron Manfred said, unquote, any allegations that relate to a rule violation that could affect the outcome of a game or games is the most serious matter. We are going to do a really, really thorough investigation ongoing.
I think there's a camera in that train in the outfield.
I would imagine. That's what
somebody
I
saw
think. I think there's got to be like
Did you
a
see
train.
that when the guy was at the playoff game against the Yankees? The guy was like literally sleeping in there. He was like,
Yeah, that was. I remember that.
fire that guy.
I don't know if you saw. There was the one thing going around. They were showing the actual. There's the segment from the World Series DVD, the World Series
Where
video,
it happened on a.
where they actually show. I forget. It was Springer that's walking in through the dugout into the clubhouse, and as he passes through the clubhouse, you see a folding table with a laptop and the garbage can next to it.
Yeah, and, actually,
literally.
I saw a thing on Instagram where there was a guy trying to break the TV after a game as players were walking through the dugout. And honestly, that's just, well, it's blatantly obvious the Astros cheated. The question is, how severe is the punishment going to be? And you would imagine there's going to be suspensions, maybe bans. I would imagine.
I think just heavy fines. That's what I think.
See,
I think money.
I think it's more, and the reason I think that is when
Yeah.
when they come in the other day and they say there's no timetable on the resolution to this investigation, they're going to dig deep. I'm thinking, and if they dig deep, I think it's going to be more than a slap on the wrist. I'm thinking picks. I'm thinking they're going to lose picks. There's going to be more involved. Here.
Suspensions.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Daniel. You're on, buddy.
Yeah,
Say what you want to say. Go ahead, man. Your turn.
You know, I know I didn't want to cut you guys off, but my honest opinion, I think they lose their first round draft pick. The organization gets fined. You can't suspend anybody because if you suspend one, you got to suspend everybody.
Well, maybe you suspend the whole coaching staff.
Well, then that includes manager.
But
and you get,
Carlos
AJ
Beltran.
Hinch, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's too much. I think you just give the. I think losing draft picks, maybe a first round pick for this year and 2 years from now, that'll hit them more than anything else.
Yeah, but Daniel, you got to remember they cheated their way to win a championship, and a lot of teams.
Again, I'm in the minority. I don't think it's a big deal. I think every team probably tries doing something like this. They just got caught.
Right.
That's just my
Exactly.
opinion.
Not through technology, but there's always sign stealing. If you know the catch is always changing the signs, put them down to one instead of a fastball, making a change up and
See, my
and all
thing
this
is,
stuff
my
like
thing
I
is,
just,
go ahead, Dan. Go ahead, bud.
yeah, I was just gonna say, I think it's messed up what they did. They got caught. It's over. It's not gonna happen again. Just pay the fine, pay the draft picks, and
that's it. Be done with
let's
it.
go. Exactly.
By the winter meetings, it'll all be done because the winter meetings are December 8th.
Yep.
And just to let everybody know, we will not be on next week, so we would like to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving. And don't eat too much turkey because you will gobble up. But with
You're not
that
gonna be
being
on for
said,
Thanksgiving?
by the time we come back December 5th, the winter meetings will be on the 8th, and we'll be ready to roll. And I guarantee by then the Yankees are going to swoop in like I text you, and there's a big signing coming up, and they're going to keep it a secret until the winter meetings begin.
So my thing is about the cheating thing is, everybody's going. You're trying to win as any means necessary. If you guys take an inch, give me an extra inch. Whatever it takes, so I get an advantage over you, so I win the big prize. Everybody does it, like what you said, Daniel. They got caught. I bet the Yankees did it. Whatever, the Patriots, anybody. If you can win the ring, you're going to do whatever it takes.
Well, you got to remember also, Manfred also said that when he announced that he was going to do the investigation, he said he was going to be really, really thorough about it. And so he's probably going to go around the league and see if anyone else has done it. But if it's just the Astros doing it and no one else has cheated,
But
this is where it's going to be a problem.
you got to have the tapes. If you don't have the tapes to back it up, like a couple of years ago, you ain't going to find no smoke.
As you know, as stated
I
before,
think
there's blatant evidence that the Astros cheated.
I think baseball also doesn't want to hurt their own integrity.
Yeah.
If they open up a big can of worms, they don't want to see that 15 teams are cheating, 18 teams are cheating,
Right.
because then it just hurts the integrity of the game. Just Astros, you're the first one to get caught. You bite the bullet, take the penalty.
Right.
You know,
Okay,
they don't need
guys.
another steroid era thing, or you know.
Okay, now that I got everybody here,
Yeah.
are you ready for it?
Ready.
2020 Hall
Go
of
for
Fame
it.
ballot.
The Baseball Writers Association 2020 ballot is in.
Let's start with
Well,
DJ. Derek Jeter.
Unanimous.
You and everybody.
Go
ahead.
Well, Jeter's a no-brainer. He
He's
gets
in.
over 95%.
Is he in? Is it 100% like Mariano or no?
No.
I think he's unanimous.
He'll get over 95.
Like, the thing with Derek Jeter is the fact that he was such an icon. He's a 14-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger, obviously the 5 World Series rings, has some very iconic moments, was the captain, was very well respected around the league, was very clean, played with such a high standard and integrity. I mean, I honestly don't see why you can't put him in unanimously. And honestly,
Listen,
go.
you can say the same thing about Ted Williams. He didn't get 100%. Ken Griffey
Correct,
Jr. didn't get
Mundo.
100%.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you.
right,
That's
hold
what I was
on.
trying to say. Thank
Hold
you.
on, let's go around the table. Who else? We'll go this way.
Well, I mean, the thing that pops into my head is think about the time Jeter lost out on the MVP to Justin Morneau. What was that, 2007 or whatever it was? And that was because one sports writer in Milwaukee decided they were going to list him 14th on the list for MVP, and it sent him low enough, and Morneau overtook him. That was the year Jeter batted like 339. He led the league. So, I mean, you look at it. There's going to be the Yankee haters no matter what.
Oh, there's
And
a lot of
sports
Yankee
writers.
writers.
There's a lot of Yankee
haters,
writers.
of course.
And despite the fact that, you're going to have
Didn't he
Jeter
lose
in
that
there.
MVP to Mauer? Why am I thinking that
Was it Mauer? Yeah, well, maybe it was Mauer.
It's
not
one of those
Morneau.
Eminem boys of Minnesota.
Yeah.
But you look at you look at that at the end of the day, and you say, "There's." I think he. Well, he's obviously a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No doubt about it.
Right, we all
He's
agree
first
with
He's
that.
in. He's in.
But as
Oh,
much as
yeah.
I'd like to see 2 Yankees go in consecutively as unanimous after it never happening in history, it's not going to happen. I think there's just enough people out there that might just go. I'm gonna save the ballot space for Larry Walker.
That's true also.
Because
I think Kurt Schilling should be in.
correct. Because what I was telling on the way in before we started, Like how you said Ted Williams. What makes you don't think that Johnny Bench was unanimous back in the, when he got nominated?
Right.
They just brought it out
Tom
last year.
Seaver.
So how do you know back in the day that they didn't work 100%? They just brought it out. So how do you know what's the numbers? Is it computer or actual people voting? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get unanimous. Yeah, he's the first ballot, but how do you know it's a full 100%? You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get with the analytics. Is it numbers or people voting?
Mickey Mantle wasn't even first ballot. He was third ballot. He didn't even get it on his first
Well,
try.
but at least with Mickey Mantle, you could point to personal issues where people said no.
Yeah.
Right,
You know,
with his,
where you had guys who were totally
alcohols
clean, never had a bad, Ted Williams types,
right.
like you said, Johnny Bench, Tom Seaver, Nolan Ryan. These guys didn't get 100%.
Okay, now, who with Jeter, gentlemen, do you see going in with how many guys go in?
I think 10 are going in this year. I think 10.
Is it 10 altogether?
I believe so. I think 10 when you count the modern era guys.
Okay,
I don't know who's on the list.
who else with Jeter
Let me just say
do you
this.
think? Well, I have written down, I didn't write them all, Bobby Abreu, Josh
Yeah,
Beckett,
he's not getting in.
No. Beckett,
No.
no.
Heath Bell,
No.
Eric Chavez,
No.
Adam Dunn,
Maybe.
No.
Sean Figgins,
No.
Rafael
Sean Figgins is a sleeper.
Foucault.
No.
Listen, I think the only ones out there that should get in
Is
my
Larry
opinion,
is Walker.
Schilling,
I got another guy on the
This
list.
is Walker's last chance if he doesn't
The
get in. He's out.
Giambino.
Jason
Oh, here we
Giambi.
go.
No.
Listen, put in Schilling, Helton, Bonds, Clemens, and Kent.
And, like, this is the thing. Like, a lot of people
What
have been
about Pete
tell-
Rose?
Should.
He's on next. Yeah, he's on next year's ballot.
Can I just say one thing? We've had this debate for a while about whether guys who've taken steroids should get in the Hall of Fame. I know, like, the whole allegations with Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens and even Kurt Schilling and Sammy Sosa. Manny Ramirez is even on the ballot.
That's why they may not pick Giambi because he did the same exact thing.
Yeah, but like, if they're gonna do that to Jason Giambi, why should we even consider putting Barry Bonds in? Because he took steroids to get an edge. He stole Hank Aaron's record.
I think. Sorry, I'm getting cut off.
Sorry,
I don't know if it's my phone.
but like, why Barry Bonds now after all the holdout?
Well,
Symbolism.
Yeah.
People just didn't want to
Well-
go. They wanted to sweat this out a couple of years.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. When it comes down to it, Barry Bonds and Clemens and Manny, they're Hall of Famers. You agree?
They are.
100%, I agree.
Yeah. So
I
is Pete
think-
Rose.
So just put. Well, Pete Rose is different, obviously.
Yeah.
So just put those guys in. Stop the charade.
Well, you want to know
There are
something?
guys.
Pete Rose deserves
Yeah.
to be in because you're not going to see anybody break the hit record.
No.
Nobody's going to even break the stolen base record anymore. Nobody's going
That's
to
never gonna
break the
happen.
home run record anymore.
No one's gonna break the single season home run record.
Nobody's breaking Joe D's 56 game streak.
Absolutely
You
not.
don't know that.
Nobody-
You don't know
nobody's
that.
gonna
That,
win 300
that
games
almost
again.
happened.
You don't know that.
But
It may.
with the analytics now and the guys moving in the infield, I'm going to have the whole bench go play right field, and this guy's not getting a hit.
Yeah.
Play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Stop moving three guys over to the right side. Give me a break. If a guy gets paid $25 million a year and you can't hit a baseball to where it should be, then you shouldn't be playing the game. Sit down.
Beat it. Beat it.
But
Well,
like,
that's what's going to have to happen. They have to start beating the
You
shit
have
and
to
hitting
beat
the
it.
ball the
You have
other
to
way.
beat it. You have to beat it.
here's what I'm gonna say though. If they are willing to put in Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens in the Hall of Fame, then they should at least admit that they did wrong. They should admit that they cheated when they got in, because that was holding them back in the first place.
But they don't have to admit it. They don't have to admit anything. It's just the writers put their vote. Nobody has to admit anything. You could have Clemens was at 60%. 15% more is not that big
Okay,
of a jump.
what's the worst thing in the world to do? An illegal drug or gamble, which is now legal?
Well,
Okay.
if gambling is legal now,
Am I right?
I agree, and we,
Well, but gambling on your sport, that's a different subject.
gambling on your sport, yeah, that's true. But like also like I'm going off.
But
the
he
realm.
didn't bet on himself to get
That-
the streak.
That's the point I was going to make.
Besides,
I'm betting $1,000 on myself. I'm going to hit the next three out of the ballpark.
That's ridiculous.
No, but Sal, what you're missing this too is that it doesn't matter about Pete Rose. He's not on the ballot. So
I know.
we can have the argument all you want. Yeah, Pete Rose belongs to be in, but there's nothing to be
I'm
said.
protest. I'm
He's
going
not
up
on the
to.
ballot.
I'm going up to
He's
Cooperstown
still
and
on the
protest.
suspended list.
It's gonna have to be the it's gonna have to be the older committee that votes him in.
Now,
Well, he has to be unsuspended first.
what about the older committee? Who's on? Mattingly? And-
Mattingly, Thurman Munson are on there. There are a couple other people. I forget the full list of people, but like Mattingly and Munson are on.
Gil Hodges on there, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
he's definitely he's not in the Hall of Fame.
No,
No.
he's not.
Oh wow, what is wrong with these people?
I'm sorry. I don't see any of those guys belonging in the Hall of Fame.
They know.
I love them, but they don't belong in the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Look at all that,
Mattingly's
but
not
then
a Hall of
Harold
Famer.
Baines.
Harold Baines.
Harold Baines
Yeah,
gets
but-
in.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
Who else went in with him?
Edgar.
Edgar Martinez. Well, he
Edgar
deserved it.
Martinez.
It was best DH in all of baseball. Best hitting DH in all of baseball.
I hate that. I don't like the DH. I don't like the DH.
Do we think Larry Walker gets in? This is it for him, right?
This is his last chance.
Oh, you got the
Walker's
numbers
never
right?
got it.
I got the numbers. I'm
What was
looking
his,
up here.
got?
what
do
was
you
his
got?
percentage last year?
So he was at 54.6% last year, but that was a 20% increase
From his first time.
from the year before.
Right. Okay.
Ooh.
Just from the year before.
So he would
So
need
people
it-
from year 8 to year 9 said, "Oh no,
Listen.
wait, he's running out of time. We got to get him in." So they started voting for him.
So he would need another
If it-
20% increase.
He's got to get
21%
another
increase.
20%.
Was he
increase.
always a Rocky or he? No, he
No,
was a
no.
Montreal Expo.
He was an Expo.
He was an Expo and a Cardinal.
and a Yankee?
And in the card,
he was briefly a Yankee.
Was
at
he
the end.
really?
Yeah.
I know he was.
Larry Walker was not a Yankee.
I know he was an Expo. He was an Expo, Rocky, and Cardinal.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll
He's
look that
never a
up.
Yankee.
Dan's doing his homework.
He played in the World Series with the Cardinals.
There are also
How's it going on
I'm
Thursday
confused
Night
on
Football? Anybody else getting hit with a helmet?
the Colts and Texans. Oh boy,
That game just kicked off.
it's funny
Listen,
because we literally got
it's
off
hot-
the air, and then after we got off the air, Miles Garrett hit.
It was
Miss
Extreme
Riddle.
Rules pay-per-view right there on Thursday Night Football.
Extreme Rules on Thursday
Yeah,
Night Football.
no, it was,
It was on-
tables, ladders, chairs, and helmets.
Swing and a miss.
So
I heard
if
Joey
Todd
Styles
Helton
in the
doesn't
background after it. Then, oh my God!
you know Joe Buck and Troy Aikman were calling the Steelers Browns game.
Joe
last
Buck
week.
should have gotten hit with the helmet in the head. But that's all right. I love you, Joe. I'm gonna buy one of those shirts just to support you.
All I gotta say was
Fuck it.
Ambrose did dirty deeds off the top rope last night.
Oh yeah.
All right, now we're gonna tone it down a bit. We're gonna swing it over to Dan, the man here with Miracle League, and
All right.
we're gonna.
Hey, guys, I'm going
uh,
to go. I'm going to listen to the rest of the show. Sal,
All
I'll
right.
talk
All
to you
right.
during the week.
Thank you for calling, Daniel.
Guys, have a good night. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too,
All right,
bud.
you
too.
Talk to you in a
Thanksgiving.
couple weeks.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
What do you got for us tonight? What's been going on since you were here last 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks already. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
That's
Been,
crazy.
That was
Talking about
fast.
I
so
feel like we
quick.
just
Like a
I was
time
just
warp.
Here.
Yeah.
It was Warp Factor 6, wasn't
Yes. Captain.
it? We were running
I'm
out
giving it
of.
all she got.
Well, we need more dilithium crystals, but
Oh, but hey, I'm happy if you read that. Star Trek 4 is in production now with the
That
Chris Pine crew. I'm excited.
yes, I saw that yesterday. That's a little sidetrack, but that's really, really good news. I'm really psyched about that.
Yes.
Miracle League's plugging along. We have that Christmas party coming up
14th.
at
Yeah.
Killarney's Public House
We will
on
be
Saturday the 14th.
Be there. And Danny is coming with his brother. He's going to be there on the 14th. And I'm bringing a little surprise.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
All right. I like surprises.
Okay. Can I say it?
Yeah.
Well, Elvis will be in the building.
Elvis is in the building.
Yeah, Elvis will be in the building on the 14th.
Fantastic. We're gonna we'll have Elvis in the building now. We'll have if anybody wants to come out and have dinner, it's from 3 to 7 on the 14th. So 10% of your food bill will come back to the Miracle League. We're gonna have a tricky tray. We'll be selling a bunch of fun items. So we'll actually hopefully next time we come back on the show, we'll be able to share with what those items are.
Oh, speaking of Miracle League, anyone right now that calls
Okay.
could be one of the parents and their kids or whoever, okay,
All right.
we got a pair of tickets for The Machine, which is a Pink Floyd tribute band at the Strand Theater.
Okay.
These guys are really good. If you love Pink Floyd, and this band sounds great. So anybody from Miracle League listening in right now, 609-807-2492. Call in Saturday night. Go on a date with the wife or take one of your kids, whatever you want to do. These tickets are yours.
All you gotta do is call in and talk.
All you got to
Miracle
do is
League.
call in.
609
Mention the word Miracle League. There you go. Mention Miracle League. Boom.
How about they could also be on the show with us too?
You know what? That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
And you know what? I'll throw in a Miracle League hat.
Merchandise.
They'll get a free Miracle League hat,
Right, and then they can meet us the 14th. They better come the 14th.
and then it can come out the
They gotta
14th
come
at
out the
Killarney's
14th,
Public House.
Right?
And they could be on the show with us.
And where is that?
That is on Whitehorse Mercerville Road in Hamilton. Thanks to Seamus, our good friend out there, who supports the league tremendously and helps us get the word out. So, yeah, again, it's going to be a very fun event, and we'll have some celebrity bartenders.
Sal?
Maybe Sal behind
Wait
the
a minute.
bar,
I
doing
gotta
a little
do
cocktail.
I gotta? I'm gonna go watch the movie on my iPad tomorrow at work, and I'm gonna make believe I'm flipping bottles, hit myself in the head a few times. I'll be all right.
But we're really looking forward to it. It's gonna be excellent, and hopefully in 2 weeks on the next show, I'll be able to share some more updates on the winter program we're going to be doing. So the league is growing; it's taken off. We're well over 100 players in the league.
All right.
Soon to hopefully be 200 players.
And
in
we're
the
gonna
league.
take the field with everybody. We're gonna help out.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun.
Gotta
It's,
shine up my my spikes. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I still fit in my uniform. But I'm telling you, the show was great 2 weeks ago. We're gonna, what'd you say? One family, right? One big family.
One league, one
There
family.
you go. One big
One-
happy family.
it is.
You know,
It's-
and we're gonna grow. We're gonna continue to grow. I have, like I was telling you, after that show that week, my mind's been spinning like the wheel of fortune, and how many ideas that I've been coming up with, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. I didn't think Elvis right away. I was thinking something else, and I said, wait a minute, it's the winter. It's not going to work in the winter. What I want to do will definitely work during opening week there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a big surprise for the kids in April.
Okay.
That I'm not giving
Okay.
away. That I can't. That
Okay.
I can't mention. Salud.
God bless you.
There it is.
What's going on here? That's a home
God
run. Right
bless
down the
you.
line for a double. So, what else is going on with Miracle League? What else could we see on the 14th? Just surprises?
Like I said, there's going to be the tricky tray is going to be the big item, but we're just going to be coming out, and hopefully people are going to be generous and spending some money and helping support the league. But it's just going to be a nice day to get everybody back together again for the holidays to kind of share in the joy. It's just nice to have the whole
Yeah.
the whole group together.
I'm there with Bell. I'm there already. Part of me is already over there waiting. All right, we're going to turn a page. We're going to surprise everybody right now. I love surprises.
Okay.
Okay? My gridiron gang. Go ahead. Take it away with some football. What do you got?
All right. So week 12 kicks off tonight. Colts and Texans. This game is in Houston. The Colts are currently in first place in the AFC South. The Texans are coming off a blowout loss to the Baltimore Ravens, the high-flying Baltimore Raven offense. This game is huge because it determines who will be in first place in the AFC South division, a pretty competitive division this year, I would say. Normally it's different. The New York Jets are going to be playing the Oakland Raiders at home. The Raiders are trying their best to get into the playoffs one last time before they move to Las Vegas in 2020. And then the New York Giants will be back on the gridiron. They will be taking on the Chicago Bears in Soldier Field.
All right.
All right.
You just had a big weekend.
I did have a pretty good weekend.
Tell everybody where you were.
I was up in Happy Valley. I was up in Happy Valley for Penn State versus Indiana.
There you go. Big game, Ohio State.
That was
Yep.
a nice little in between after that tough loss in Minnesota the week before. But now we got a big one coming up on Saturday at noon.
Minnesota absolutely blew it by
Hold
losing.
on.
Okay.
They blew it.
Go ahead.
Oh, what are we looking at here?
What do we got here?
I got the spreads here. Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Here's the bookie.
All right, let's see. trying to find. All right, come back. I'll come back to
Go
that.
ahead, come back.
Yeah.
What do you think? The Jets are on a little roll there?
Well, the Jets played the Redskins, and the Redskins are terrible. Oakland's a team with fire and desire right now. They want to at least give their
All
fans
right, I'm back.
one more
I'm
season
back.
of
I'm back.
happiness.
I'm back.
Oh, hold on.
Go ahead, Matt. Finish.
They
Give me the
want to
Greek.
give Raider fans in Oakland one last good season, one last postseason, one last season of postseason before they actually go to Las Vegas. Because the Raiders have been in Oakland for a long time. It's a big community there. Raider fans are crazy. Do I think the Jets are going to be competitive? I would think they would, but Oakland's just too tough to play against this year.
You calling it? What are we calling here? What are you saying?
I'm saying the Raiders are going to win 34-20 in MetLife.
Ooh, 34-20.
34-20.
I'm going to this game, so I would. But Oakland's just too good.
All right, Danny. Did you look at the paper today for the spreads?
I did not. So what do we have here? What are we
All
looking
right.
at?
So what do you think? Ohio State's giving Penn State on Saturday.
I'm going to say 13.
Sal, go ahead. Guess.
I'd say 11.5.
I'd say Penn State is giving 17 points.
Ohio State's giving Penn State 18.5.
Wow, it's that high?
I was gonna.
18.
I was
That's
gonna,
disrespectful.
18
I'm
and
sorry.
a half.
I almost said 20,
And the
but
total
Oh my
points
God!
is 57.5.
So 57.5 is the over,
Yes.
and Ohio State is favored by 18.5.
Basically 19 points.
I take the over.
19 points.
That's an over. That's an
That's an
over
over.
game.
because
take the
now their the end, he's back from suspension.
Young.
So Chris Young,
Chase Young.
Chase Young is back. So he's back. So what they were talking about, they're gonna have to run the ball and maybe
It's a big
play good
game.
play good run defense. And if Hamler plays, just hit Hamler deep in the.
That's going to be the difference maker if Hamler plays because he is the big threat guy that they have there. And by the way, when the news broke 2 weeks ago and they suspended Chase Young, I somehow knew when they said 4 games it wasn't going to be 4 games. I knew
That's just the NCAA for you.
That's the NCAA for
Right.
you. But I knew that they were going to somehow turn it around, and he was going to come back the week of Penn State, and sure enough, that's the case.
Now I have a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
What do you think about the committee keeping Alabama 5th instead of Oregon and Utah?
Keep them there.
Keep him there. I agree
Keep
with
him
it.
there.
I think it's,
Now, if Oregon or Utah went out, do you think they jump Alabama? I think they do, because with Tua out, they have no good win.
No, Tua being out is a big blow to Alabama.
Because if LSU, they're saying if LSU plays Georgia for the championship and LSU is undefeated, okay, Georgia beats them by a field goal, okay. They're saying that LSU will still get in also
Probably as
because
4.
they beat Alabama, they beat Florida, they went to Texas, beat Texas,
Yeah.
Auburn, they beat all those guys, and they're saying Alabama would move back, and it'll be maybe Oregon, Utah winner, maybe on the outside. So it'll still be Georgia, LSU, Clemson. Clemson, the ACC stinks. I don't know why,
No,
it is
horrible.
It's Clemson
It's
and
a
everybody
horrible
else.
conference.
Yeah, it's Clemson, and then
It's a horrible
if Ohio
conference.
State wins out, it's Ohio State. They're saying that maybe it could be either Minnesota or maybe what Penn State does Saturday.
So the weird thing with Penn State, and I'm not just saying this as a Penn State fan, but they still hold their destiny in
Yeah.
their hands,
Yeah.
which is unusual.
This is
Yeah.
the game, though, because Penn State dropped a critical game to Minnesota that they shouldn't have lost. And then Minnesota lost the very next week.
Iowa's tough.
Yeah.
Going into
Yeah.
Iowa, it is tough. So if
Yeah.
Penn State goes in, and theoretically, I mean, who's to say? But if Penn State beats Ohio State
They got to beat either Wisconsin or Minnesota
in the Big Ten championship,
Yeah.
Now if they were able to do that, then they're right back into the
Yeah, they're back
conversation.
in. They're back in.
Because Penn State's at 9 right now. And Ohio State's ranked number 2 in the country.
No, they're 8.
Penn State's 8?
Yeah, because with Minnesota losing, Oklahoma's 9. They dropped Minnesota down to 10.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So that's that. For that.
It's interesting, and I look, and you know what the funny thing too is Georgia's right back in the thick of it.
Yeah, they're four.
Three
They're
weeks,
four. Yeah.
3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
nobody was talking about Georgia.
Yeah.
Because they lost to South Carolina.
Right, but
At
that shows
home.
you if you lose early,
Yeah.
you can
That's
you
what
can,
it is.
you can salvage something.
That's like Oregon. They lost to Auburn by a late second touchdown in first game of the year. They've been boat racing everybody. That basically, Utah-Oregon championship game, if they're both with one loss, is basically elimination game. You lose, you're out.
Theoretically, you could say that Utah and Oregon are still alive. Because you got to remember, Alabama plays Auburn in the very last week of the season. I don't know who Alabama's playing. They're probably playing some Joe Schmo team.
They are this week, Western Carolina.
Yeah, no. But they got Auburn. They're ranked 15th in the country. Auburn plays Alabama tough typically, historically.
I'll give you this. I'll bet you this. Okay. If Oregon handles Herm's team out in the desert on Saturday, I won't be surprised if they leapfrog Alabama because Alabama's playing a 1AA team.
Yeah.
I won't be shocked.
And then it's also like you got to look at the fact that like I'm saying like Oregon and Utah could possibly get into the top 4 if Georgia loses the SEC championship game and they have 2 losses. So then it'd be LSU, Clemson, and then Ohio State. If Ohio State or Penn State, depending on what happens that game.
Yeah.
And then Oregon, since they're probably higher, they could jump into the top 4. Or if they falter and Utah doesn't, Utah could get in. So 1 through 7, there's still a shot at the college football playoff. Even with Penn State at 8, there's still something there. But this is the one. This is a big game for both Ohio State and Penn State because whoever loses this game,
is out.
there's going to be no coming back from that.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
All right, boys. One more time. 609-807-2492. The tickets are here. Just shout out Miracle League. See the Machine live at the Strand Theater on Saturday night, the 23rd at 8 p.m. The Strand is located at 400 Clifton Avenue in Lakewood, New Jersey. It's a beautiful theater. I've worked there a couple of times to help out. They got a lot of great shows there. December's packed, action-packed with their Christmas shows. If you haven't seen a show at the Strand Theater, you don't know what you're missing. A lot of great musicians and artists play there. And of course, my buddy Richie Santa does a great Elvis tribute show there as well at the Strand. And it's time for the Machine. So call in at 609-807-2492. Just yell Miracle League and the tickets are yours for Saturday night. Can't miss.
All right, guys, for you hockey fans out here,
'em right here.
before the end of the show, in the Atlantic Division, we have Boston leading the division with 31 points. And in the Metropolitan, we got the Capitals with 36 points. In the Western Conference, in the Central, we have St. Louis out of the ballpark. St. Louis, 31 points, leading that division. And we got the Edmonton Oilers in the Pacific with 31 points, leading that division.
Okay.
I feel bad for Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, out for 6 weeks.
No, he's out for good.
He's out for good now?
He's out for good, the last I heard.
All right, for you
And
Ranger,
my poor
for you
Devils.
Devil Ranger Flyer fans. All right, for our Flyer fans, we are in the basically fifth. 1, 2, 3. We're
The
fifth.
hot team right now in that division is the Islanders.
We're fifth in the division with 24 points. The Islanders are second with 31. Sal's Devils are in the rear with the Rangers with 18 points right now.
Well, it's a rebuilding season.
Yeah, it is.
But look who's in charge of the Islanders.
Yeah, Lou Lamoriello.
There you go.
Yeah, and Barry Trotz.
There you go. There's your answer, Lou, Big Lou, who helped Toronto and the Devils become what they were.
Now for you, I also for the basketball fans out there, I got a question for you guys.
Oh my God.
What am I saying? Oh my God! How I know? I bet everybody follows basketball. How great was it to finally see Ben Simmons take a 3-point shot finally in 3 years in the league?
he was
Did he
all
go through the net?
He
Yeah,
was
actually-
0 for 17
He's
prior
never
to
taken
that.
a three-pointer.
He made a 3-pointer last night against the Knicks.
God.
He finally took a shot and made it. It was like about time.
Against the Knicks.
Well, as a closet Knicks fan, it's great to see things like that be accomplished against your team. It can't get any lower.
No, they said it was not actually like a heave ho. They at a timeout that he was on on the side of the floor. They pass him the ball, nice easy jump shot like he does in practice. He's like, he knows he can make it, but he doesn't. He wants to go to the rack and dunk everything. He should just move his game inside, outside, do all over the place.
Unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Nobody wants these tickets. Are you kidding me? They're free.
I think people would want machine tickets more than tickets to Madison Square Garden to see the Knicks. Like
That's
that.
a
You
good
couldn't
place.
pay me. You couldn't pay me
You-
to watch the New York Knicks.
You could give
I'll
me
go
$1
to see-
million
I'll go to- I'll go-
and I wouldn't go to
You
Madison
want
Square
to
Garden
want to
watch
see
the
something
Knicks.
good with the Knicks?
I'll go to the Garden.
Watch the move of the other guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
That's a terrific movie.
Okay. Now, when they're at the Garden, you see the both of them stand up.
Yeah.
There's a security guard, which is me sitting on the right side of them. Actually on their left, and I'm just sitting there watching them like this. Oh, we got a phone call. Hold on.
Hey,
hold
we
on.
got a phone call.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, it's
guys,
Andy.
how are you?
It's
Am I on
An-
the radio?
It's yeah.
You are
It's
on
Andy
air.
Santoro, the voice of the Miracle League.
Hey,
It's the voice of the
what's
voiceless.
going on?
Thanks.
I'm calling in to say hi. You guys are doing a great job so far. Dan, how's it going? Pretty good? Looks like you're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, man,
Over Fort Town.
We're having fun. We're actually a little sad. We were going to have one of our players on the show tonight. Jared Kane was going to join us. The judge,
Number 99.
number 99, the judge, Mr. Jared Kane, but he and actually his entire family have come down with this stomach bug now. So
Wow.
So get better, guys. Feel better.
Jeez.
Feel better, and hopefully we'll have you on in 2
Yeah,
weeks.
feel better, number 99. Let's get him on the show sometime soon.
Yeah.
Hey, Andy, do you like Pink Floyd?
Sounding real honest with you, they don't want to do the brick in the wall. Is that them?
Yeah,
Yes.
brick in the wall. All right.
There we go. I know it. Yeah, what's up?
We have 2 tickets right here to see
right.
the tribute band called The Machine this Saturday night at the Strand Theater.
Okay.
Would you like to go?
Absolutely. Sign me up.
You could bring somebody.
Okay, yeah.
There's 2 tickets
I'll
right
bring my
here.
girlfriend Jamie. I'll say that on the radio.
There you go. Let's congratulate Andy. Won the ticket.
Oh, wow.
It's sponsored
Wow, hold on
by
a second.
Lori
Okay, here's a
Davis.
catch. Here's a catch. Okay, our next show. Would she be interested in joining a panel in the hot seat?
Ooh, I don't know how to ask her, but I'm sure she'll be
See,
okay
now
with it.
here's the problem with this. Here's the problem with this.
I almost fell over.
Oh my god.
We don't have confirmation that she exists yet.
Oh, wait
Oh,
a
Coach
minute.
Dave.
This show really got hot now. Somebody open a window.
So we had. I
On the
mean,
hot seat, just like that.
yeah, well, I mean, hey, you put her name out there for the whole world to know. 'Cause-
That's true.
That's true.
Here, hold on, let me get her. Hey,
We
Jamie.
got you.
Can you get me real quick?
You're gonna be on Piper's Pit next time.
Hey guys, the tickets are provided by Lori Davis, the house manager of the Strand Theater.
That is right.
Please
Yes.
make sure we say that. Thank you.
All you gotta do is say hi
Yes.
to Jamie.
Thank
Yes,
you,
let's
Lori.
all- we're all gonna say hello to Lori.
All right, ready? Wait, I have Jamie here. She's gonna say hi.
Who?
Say hi. Hi, I'm Jamie. Ready?
Hi, I'm Jamie. How are you?
Hello,
Jamie.
Jamie.
How are you?
Good evening,
How are
Jamie.
you?
Jamie, I'm really sorry that we had to do this to you. This is the first time you're meeting some of the Miracle League people live on Facebook and on Hamilton Radio, Channel 2 here.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
You gotta. I mean, when you get into a relationship with a guy like Andy, I mean, you're
in trouble.
you're in for it.
Hey,
Have you-
Jamie, hey, Jamie, would you like?
I know.
Would you be interested in joining us next time on our show
With Andy.
with us, with Andy,
December
for the hour
5th.
show, December 5th?
You're calling your.
What just
See,
happened
there
there?
we go. Validated.
I didn't do anything. Wait a minute. What do I?
did she hand the phone back to you? She didn't hear. We just invited her on the show in 2 weeks.
Would you like? Would you?
Oh, you did?
Would you
Yes.
still like to join?
Dave,
Be,
what are you doing on the show?
would you like? Would you still like to join and be on the show? Next,
We got a lot of people
December
coming up.
5th. December 5th.
My sister Leslie's also going to be here.
Is she really?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's do it.
Yes, it's a family affair. This show. You kidding me?
The week after Thanksgiving.
December
Basically a
5th.
family show.
I'm gonna. We want to thank the Strand Theater and Lori Davis. Who, let me tell you something. If you haven't heard this woman sing,
Thank you, Lori Davis.
Thank
she's
you.
got a voice and a half because she performed with my friend Richie during his Elvis show. She sang a song with him on stage. She was one of the backup singers with the other 2 phenomenal ladies, and she could rip it. And she's great. Strand Theater is great. Fran, Cindy, Lori, and everybody at the Strand Theater. God bless. Happy Thanksgiving. And we're going to give Dan these tickets to give to you So you and your girlfriend could go Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Here you go. There's a witness right there.
And we're booking it December 5th, 8
so
o'clock.
December 5th.
You two are here. You two are here.
Dan's going to drag the both of you up here, so...
I thought we were talking baseball today. Somehow we got into
I don't know.
days of our lives here.
We went from baseball to football to hockey to
basketball
from
to
wrestling to basketball to Maury Povich and everybody else out there.
Yeah. This, I mean, that's remarkable. I mean, Andy's been hiding her away from us.
The gig is up.
And
look at that.
And it took Hamilton Radio.
Wow,
Talking
look at
baseball
that.
with
It
Sal.
took 2 tickets.
2 tickets to the
Hamilton
machine.
Radio piecing it together. Look at that.
It brings people together, clearly.
That's right. One big happy family,
Just like
right?
Miracle League brings people together. One league, one family.
There it is.
That's right. I actually did call WFAN the day after they were booked already for their set charity stuff. So
I don't buy it. We gotta keep going.
I think Al Dukes was a little afraid.
I think he's scared of us.
You think Boomer and Gio are scared of him?
Yeah, we're gonna-
Why don't you call them in the morning? Say, talk to Boomer and Gio. Just say if they want to challenge us. I did it already. I spoke to Al Dukes. Just talk about something. I don't know. But
All right, guys. Andy's heading out.
All righty,
All right.
Andy.
Thank you.
Let's,
Have a
let's
good
hear
one,
it for
Andy.
Andy of Miracle League
Thanks for calling in, buddy.
and his girlfriend
Thank you
who
very much.
Saturday
Thank
night.
you.
Enjoy.
Excited to go. Thank you
All
very
right, you got it.
much. Peace out, guys.
See you.
Wow, what's going on here? Next call will be J.R. Ewing. We'll be all right. And they'll have Dallas and everybody else on with Knots Landing. Where am I going? These guys are too young for this. I think.
Who shot JR? Who shot him?
The sister, Sue Ellen's sister.
There you go.
I'm not too young for that.
Oh, wait
You
a
didn't
minute.
watch Corbin Burnson?
I actually-
Corbin Burnson.
Well, you
No,
watched.
that was L.A. Law. I'm sorry. He was on L.A. Law.
You watched the new Dallas probably. I like. That was sad when.
Patrick Duffy. He was on the old Dallas.
No, I know, but
Duffy.
they started the new series, and Larry Hagman unfortunately passed away, and they stopped after that, which was a nice thing to do. How they wrote that all in, but the show was doing great when it came back. I think it was on TNT, if I'm not mistaken.
It was for a couple of years.
I remember my sister a long time ago. I think it was Jennifer. I don't think it was Leslie. Larry Hagman was at Belmont Racetrack, and my grandmother, God bless her soul, she's still going at 99.
Wow.
Used to work at OTB in Brooklyn, and they went to Belmont Track, and Larry Hagman was there.
Wow.
I think he was doing autographs or whatever, and my sister shook his hand. I'll never wash my hands
She
again.
still goes to Grandma. Still goes to Belmont.
No, I wish she did.
Oh.
I wish my grandfather was still. I used to learn the horses from them.
Your grandma's still alive?
99, yes.
God bless.
When did she turn 100?
March 24th?
Got to
Somewhere in
got
March.
to a big party.
A centennial
Yes.
party.
Well, right now she's hanging in there. She's tough.
That's
hanging
good.
tough.
That's good. God bless.
Yeah,
God
a lot of
bless.
God
longevity
bless.
on that family.
God,
God
bless.
bless.
Yes.
Indeed.
What are we talking about now? Let's go back to baseball. What else is coming up? And like I said, December 8th is the winter meetings. We'll be back on the 5th. I don't know.
What do you think is going to be the first move here? Who's going to make the first big splash?
I think the Yankees are.
I know what we
With
could
Garrett
do.
Cole?
I know what we could do.
If it ain't Cole, I forgot.
We could play. He wasn't here for last show.
What
We could
about
play-
Strasburg going to the Padres?
No, we could play the game.
Strasburg
We could play
going
the
to the
game.
Dodgers. Oh, yeah.
game?
Where will they land?
with him.
Where? Oh, that's right. He wasn't.
No, he was not.
All right. Let's play the game. Where will they land?
Do we have a
Let's do it.
jingle for it? Yeah. Do we have a jingle?
No, I don't have any jingles yet.
Now we have a soundbite of you saying I
I
was tough.
told my son to rip on his guitar a jingle for his father. So, what you still got your notes from last week?
Look at my list.
Yeah, I
Look at
still,
this.
I still got my
Let's
notes.
play the game with Dan.
All right,
Everybody
I
at
like
home.
this.
Where will they land? That's a new segment.
Okay, I like this.
Shoot, call.
Okay, Anthony Rendon.
He stays. He stays with the Nationals.
I heard the Yankees mentioned today, but go ahead.
Rangers.
Woo!
Whoa.
Okay. You ready? You guys already know my stance. He's going to stay from a couple weeks ago. He's staying. As I have him staying.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Big old lefty Mad Bum.
Madison Bumgarner. I'm gonna say he goes to the Giants, to the Dodgers. Excuse me.
Dodgers. Okay.
Atlanta Braves.
Ooh!
Okay. You remember who you picked?
I don't remember. You got it there?
No, I have him with the Padres.
He stays on the West Coast then.
I got him with the
basically.
I got him with the
Okay.
Padres.
All right.
All
He
right.
stays in California, but it goes to a different team.
All right.
All right.
Next on the list is Garrett Cole.
Yanks.
Yankees.
Yeah, he's going to New York.
Nah, he's staying with the Phillies because
He's
Harper.
Staying with the
Harper.
Yankees.
He's going to the Phillies with Harper. Harper. He's the Scott Boras big dude, so Cole is going to go with.
How many Scott Boras boys were on the Yankees?
There are a lot of. I don't think a lot of.
Were a lot of clients on the Yankees, or no?
I don't think. The
Was
Yankees
A-Rod? A-Rod wasn't one, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you listen. This is a shout out for
Who was a
you.
Boras guy?
This is a shout out for Daniel.
A-Rod might have been.
Was Ellsbury?
No.
That jinx.
Ellsbury was not a Boras.
Okay.
Oh, Ellsbury did.
As per Danny, okay, this is what's going to happen. Okay, Steven Strasburg.
I heard San Diego mention today that he might be going back home.
I'm with that. San Diego.
I guess San Diego.
All right, for the last time we were doing this on the show, Daniel said either the Phillies are going to get Strasburg or Cole. So whatever the Phillies don't get, the Yanks are going to get the other one.
Okay, I can live with that.
Yanks are going to get one starting
go
pitcher,
with
but the
either
Phillies
one
are
of
going to
those.
get either.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Next on the list was Chris Bryant.
Oh, I heard that the rumor trade was right here.
Ooh.
What was the rumor trade with?
Chris Bryant stays.
That's what I have on my list. He stays with the Cubs.
He stays. He's not going anywhere.
The
He
rumor
needs to
trade
stay
was
with-
to the Braves.
No, he's staying with Chicago.
Okay. Next on our list was the DD man, Gregorius.
Oh, yes, indeed. Indeed, we trust.
I guess he's on to Cincinnati.
Yeah. Cincinnati seems to be the one that we've been hearing.
I had him with Cleveland because they might trade Lindor to the Mets.
Oh, I heard DD might that they're going to try to find a way to keep him, but they don't need him, and the proof is in the pudding after what they did with Bird. So
Yeah.
Okay.
they got
We
a
have-
stacked infield.
we have-
Andujar is going to move either
He's going to first.
or they're going to put him in a trade somewhere.
We have 3 guys left on the list that we
Okay.
had last time.
All right.
The next guy on the list, which I have a question mark, is the Josh Donaldson guy.
I think he's staying with Atlanta.
He really has nothing left in the tank. He's a shell of his 2014 self, but I guess he probably stays with the Braves.
I think he stays with the Braves.
I have no answer. I don't know.
He goes to the A's on a 1-year deal.
Ooh.
Back to Oakland where he started.
That's-
All right. Next on our list, my list was
Think of that.
Nicholas Castellanos.
I like that guy. He's somebody, like I said, I'm a Yankee fan, but I love baseball. I always liked him.
I got him staying with the,
Detroit.
I got
He
him
was
staying
great.
with the Cubs.
I think he stays in Chicago.
The Cardinals make a play on him.
Okay.
Ooh.
So they'll get rid of Hayward and get Castellanos instead.
The Cardinals aren't going to get back Osuna.
Okay.
I think they lose Osuna and they fill the gap with Castellanos.
Okay.
There was a lot of players, I think, I think Danny brought it up on the Rule 5 draft thing, that you got to release some guys or something.
Yeah, for the Rule 5 draft.
I know the Cardinals released somebody. Look, a couple of teams released some ball players.
Yeah, like we.
Oh, by the way, the Mets just signed former Yankee lefty to a minor league deal.
Who's
I
that?
can't think of it. Jason Shreve.
Shreve? Okay.
Oh my God.
He was good with the Yankees.
He was good. Oh my God.
And the last guy on our list that we did, the Moose, Mike Moustakas.
Mike Moustakas, really good hitter. Oh boy, but I think Milwaukee might want to keep him because he helped lead them to a playoff berth.
Well, you just lost that catcher.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He's going to stay with the Brew Crew.
I don't think the Brewers can afford to lose him, so they're going to pay him.
There was somebody else today that was brought up.
Chris Martin re-signed with Chris Line. Chris Martin, reliever, signed with the Braves, 2-year, $14 million.
Yeah.
Okay, Dallas Keuchel.
Oh yeah, that's right, Keuchel.
Oh.
I saw his name pop up today.
I don't know.
He's another free agent. Do the Yankees try to grab him?
I don't know.
They passed up on him the last time.
They could try to go after Keuchel if they really wanted to, because I remember after the 2017 season, they were trying to go after Keuchel.
All right, boys. What do we got? I can't see the time. I'm blind.
It is 9:06.
5 after 9.
Oh, it's 9:07. I think
9:07.
it's time to go. Well, do you want to give 2 more minutes? 2 more minutes?
2 more minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more
2 minute
minutes.
warning.
There you go.
Yeah, are we allowed to say that? I think some of the show has.
Ultimately, I gotta think like Dallas Keuchel is probably he's past his prime. Like his last great season was in 2017 with Houston. If the Yanks need all the pitching help they can get because obviously pitching was a big problem. They can go out and get a pitcher in the trade deadline. So they're kicking themselves in the rear end and they need something. If you're gonna get Dallas Keuchel, if you're gonna get Garrett Cole, you might as well just get Dallas Keuchel also.
All right.
All right, guys. I'm going to sound off. I want to thank everybody.
Before we go,
Yeah.
we're gonna.
Thank Dan.
I want to thank Dan again.
Okay.
Thank
Like
you.
I said, always come up with Miracle League.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you for having me. This is fun. I enjoy doing this.
Where's that place again?
Killarney's Public House on Whitehorse Mercerville Road in Hamilton. Come join us on Saturday, December 14th from 3 to 7 p.m. We will have some
have
celebrity
us. All of
guest
us.
bartenders, including all of us here. We will have Tricky Tray items for sale, some autographed baseball memorabilia. So please check in on that. We'll be on the next show. Hopefully, we'll be sharing some of those items, what they are, and
And also big things in 2020, especially for us.
That's
Big,
what
big
we did
thing.
show.
Because-
Next show.
We're gonna be starting to take the show on the road, like an FAN kind of thing, where they go places, and hopefully where you're having the party,
That's where we're going to go.
we
That'd
want to hit them and see if they'll let us do our show there.
That'd be really cool. If
I
we
think
could do
that would be-
That'd be so cool. If
We
we could do that.
we're trying to get the thing to do a live broadcast there, of course with you guys, and get a crowd.
yeah, that would be fantastic.
And
We'd
that's
actually get
what
a live
we wanna-
audience.
We want to do that, and also for the surprise that I have in store for your April opening, and do a show there also
Oh, that would be
with
fantastic.
you guys, and we all sit there and have fun and call a game together.
I think that'd be you guys
That'd
calling the
be
game.
great.
That would be really.
That'd be cool to
Really
call
cool.
a game.
Like I told you, Wheel of Fortune, the wheels are spinning. Take it away.
All right, I want to give thanks for all the people who watch us every week. That's what we've been on every week on Facebook Live. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving and good holiday weekend, and we will see you back on December 5th. The same people time, same channel. And also for the guys in the back, Ruben, Gene, for all you guys do in the back, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving next week and a good holiday weekend. And we'll also see you in 2 weeks.
And we also want to thank all the listeners from around the world, all the way down to Australia and all points in between on HamiltonRadio.net, Channel 2. We want to thank the other shows that are broadcast here, including DJ Danny, Animal House, Jerry Petito, Real Talk Radio, Real Town, and everybody else. Andrew Romanello and his family. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody out
And
there.
also our other co-host who calls in,
yes,
Daniel.
and Danny and his
Thank
family.
you, Daniel.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And the Miracle League
And
family.
Miracle League family.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you. We'll see
On
you
the
in 2
5th,
weeks.
we'll see you. Good night. Awesome show, gentlemen.
So much fun. I can't wait to have the kid here.
This is great.